Hi, I'm Chad Nikhazy with Trifatherhood.com. I'm here with professional Xterra triathlete Craig Evans in Nashville, Tennessee. Craig, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. You just had probably the best finish of your career at the ITU Cross World Championships. Tell me a little bit about that day.
Yeah, that was probably one of the greatest days of my racing career so far. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how so much time and effort goes into literally 1-2 hour event, and yeah, it was a perfect day. I did nothing wrong, which was kind of scary because I typically do a lot of things wrong.
Cool. Who's your friend here?
This is my daughter Haley. She's 7. We're involved in possibly pulling a tooth tonight, so she's massaging that tooth and trying to get rid of it.
All right. Well, we're here with the whole family. Actually, your wife Holly is our camera person here. How long have you guys been married?
We are 11 and a half years, and yeah, it's been an awesome time. So she's part of my crew.
All right. Well, tell us the story about how the two of you met.
It was our senior year in college, the last semester, and I actually passed her note in class. And I did the old school where you go out with me, check yes or no, and I was surprised she said yes because I had a full beard. It was the last part of our year of swimming, and so we don't cut anything, like no shaving at all for the last couple months. And yeah, I was not good looking at all, so I got pretty lucky.
All right, well, before we turn the camera on, I prepped you a little bit and said, you know, one of the things I want to know is what part Holly plays in your success as an athlete. She gave me a great answer, but now let's get your perspective on what part she plays in your success.
Yeah, I mean, she is, you know, I've been going at this for almost 10 years now. I wouldn't be able to do all the things that I typically do without her. I mean, like, you know, being able to manage young kids and you know, meeting them late nights, and obviously I wanted to help as much as I could, but yeah, I mean, our schedules are crazy, but I couldn't do it without her. Luckily now we have a nanny that helps us out because we both still work really full time, and it makes it a lot easier on us. So we have basically, you know, I call it Team Evans. I mean, we have the right people in the right place to help out. But yeah, I couldn't do it without her. She's amazing.
We met Haley here, but how many kids do you have?
I have 2, Haley and Tyler. So
Great.
Tyler's 5.
Okay. Do they travel with you to the races?
You know, we try and get them to every race we can. We actually took my son Tyler out of school to go to World Championships, and in Alabama. And so Haley stayed home, and Tyler got to come down and show off his skills on his own bike. So.
Does the family play a role in your race selection at all? Do you try to go to destinations that are good for the family? Or?
I typically follow the U.S. Point Series, so I would love to say yes. I wish I could choose races all over, but you know, the Xterra racing that I do is very focused on select races. I don't really have a lot of choices. The road triathlons that I do and the mountain bike races that I do, I always try and bring them because they're usually either local or a short trip for them, where we don't have to take a flight and we're packing 5 people, and it becomes pretty hectic. So we typically try and take them to as many races as we can, but realistically, yeah, I follow the Xterra series, and wherever they say go, I go race.
Okay. You mentioned earlier that you still work a full-time job, and so you're a professional triathlete, a full-time daddy, and work a full-time job too. Give me the short version, if you want to, how you actually squeeze training in.
I joke with my training partners and some of the old guys that I used to train with, and I used to call it ninja training. I mean, like when the kids would go to bed, my wife would be going to bed and get ready for, you know, the next day. I'd be like, okay, good night. I would go to my basement and suffer, you know. So I would do most of my training at night, my job's changed a little bit now where I manage a lot more people and I can manage my time a little bit better. So I'm able to see the sun a little bit more now.
All right. Let's see, what's the one thing that you hope your kids take away from your career as a professional triathlete?
It's the passion. I mean, I wouldn't do the sport if I didn't love it. You know, and the passion and the experiences that I get from everybody that I know across the world. I mean, I could make phone calls in almost 48, 50 states, and find a homestay or somebody to take me in. And I have lifelong friends across the world, and people come in and stay with us all the time, and get to meet my kids and spend time with them. And we have a few pretty crazy people that come in. Crazy Will, and that's right. So the experience is basically never shut the door, always have an open heart, and race with passion. So.
All right, rapid fire here. What is your typical pre-race meal, night before and morning of?
Night before is always sushi. Always. That's what I eat. Morning of, Holly actually is my chef. He makes me a homemade muesli cereal that's gluten-free and very geared towards racing. So I typically eat that almost every day, and you don't ever try anything new on race day. So
okay. Apart from family, who are 3 people that you'd love to hang out with for a day?
Apart from family, I would say just Xterra friends across the world. Dan Hugo, South African, Will Kelsey, and Brandon Rakita, all Xterra pro athletes, and we're brothers when we go race. And the gloves come off on race day. So.
All right, favorite band or artist?
Lil Wayne. I'm a big fan of rap music.
All right, one song to get you fired up to race?
There's a lot of curse words in it, so I'll just keep that one.
I was wondering if you could say it
myself.
with Haley here. Okay, well, we're sitting outside of LP Field here where the Titans play. Who's your favorite sports team? You don't have to say Titans just because
we're becoming UK fans. My brother lives in Lexington, and really got into basketball this year. The issue is I don't get to watch TV as much just with my schedule. I'm always doing something, and I basically go as hard as I can every day until it's like, okay, it's time for bed. So you gotta shut the eyes. So, but I'd say UK basketball now.
Okay. Last word of advice for age groupers who are juggling work and family and trying to excel in triathlon.
There's always guys and gals who say, I work too much, or I don't have time, and I'm hopefully living proof like you can manage it if you make these your priorities. Sometimes I miss breakfast because I got to get a run in, or I grab a power bar or flip bars or whatever that I need to run out the door and start my day with versus sitting down and having a meal. So, my goal is to share with everyone as much as I possibly can of time management is key to be a successful athlete, and having family and work. I run a triathlon team now too, so it's chaos. So time management.
Okay. Well, Greg, thanks for joining us today, and I enjoyed meeting your family down here as well.
Yeah.
And good luck at the races.
Thank you very much.